DRG in that crowd. I don't know that they're going to have them by their side.
No, honestly, it's going to be incredibly exciting. Of course, for Vitality, their first outing away from Berlin as a core. And on the other side of things, they've been going on those road shows. They've been moving away from maybe just a home center. But the question is, can they do it on a cold, rainy night in London? We'll have to wait and see. London, are you ready?
It certainly sounds like they are. Vitality starting on defense as they planned, and it's an immediate pickup. Durka goes looking on C and finds an easy pickup onto Flexen, forcing back that control on A as well. It's a very strong start for Vitality. A pick on C and control on A.
Can he truly go head-to-head with some of the best players we've seen in EMEA as a man that has started there
10 seconds
in
left.
that tier 2, already kind of trapped in the corner? He's going to be seized, no chance. Yumpy makes sure that this round doesn't get dangerous, and Vitality have their pistol.
Yeah, the crux of this for DRG, it's a tough round anyways when you lose Flex, and any re-aggression towards that A site, you're going to need those smokes. But this pick completely removed them, and as you can see, it's not like Durka could see a...
You're not having a gun to begin with, they can now transfer that rifle to him. Here comes Spirit Z1. He's the man to watch in these entries into the site, dives over all of the utility, but they're a little bit more passive, almost holding onto that cross, waiting as Chronicle, and that's another pick coming in for Vitality. This bonus round is getting more and more dangerous as the seconds go on, and in fact, it is easy for the side of Vitality, flawless for them in round number 3.
Yeah, I guess everything lost in the previous round didn't make that much of a difference. They come in with 2 pistols, out with 5 rifles, and a 3-0 start. Gloriously done. This here looked like they were trying to, on DRG's side, give themselves an option to go back towards that door, play into the B site, trying to get a reaction.
There, so even coming into the next purchase for DRG, there might be a lot of ultimates for their opponent. A little bit aggressive though from Durka. A rifle on the deck, that was completely solo, and now Profec's gone up as well. A double entry for this side of DRG. And at least one of those weapons has been recovered already.
2 pushes up against the eco. It's a bold play, Tom, and well, bravery not rewarded this time. All alone, and he's hearing lots of noise. The door's open. You can see him just backing up, giving that space, acknowledging already the retake's going to have to come through. But 2 rifles now for DRG. They've recovered what was lost, and it looks like they'll get a plant out of this. For Yumpy, it might even be better for him. If he can get a pick, great. But I don't think he can get involved until the others are here.
There's no way out now other than through.
Spike planted.
So many players locked in on the angle, but a decent start from Sayonara. Even still, the trade is immediate, and both players have been spotted. That's good. Makes things difficult, but they line up for Sayonara. He now needs an ace on his debut on the international stage. 2 players stand ahead of him. The first already falls. The youngster looks to take over, and it is only 4 rounds in, and Sayonara already enters the international stage. They can make that decision. Of course, it's going to be expected by the opponents. Baiting out that wall is always going to be important, but it can just fall for the rotation. Instead, they go through it. They go swinging off, but Sayonara still stays alive. And they've managed to lock out everybody else. Spirit Z1, it's damage, but no reward just yet.
There's been no rewards for him. And it looks like they're going to commit to this C side. Vitality now having even more numbers here, protecting the door for the rotate back as well. DRG are locked in. Time ticks away, and there's the pick. That could get them towards the site. That could get the plant in. That could get the advantage in their court. They could finally see a round fall to DRG. Durka, though, with the showstopper fired in. It's got Flexen, but the number's still even, and the HP so desperately low. Chronicle holding on for dear life. This is his site. Often he'll be the first to fall, but now he looks to reclaim it, but Nick stands in his way. DRG finally on the board.
God, really. There's potential for him to be isolated. His utility has been expended other than his ability to teleport out of there, which is exactly what he'll do. They're hunting him down, though, and Spirit Z1 will find him.
Great paranoia from Flexen, making that an impossible fight, but the numbers still stand against them. The ultimate being primed by Spirit Z1 could make a difference, but look how far back Yumpy was. He can't be punished. It dodges it, in fact, and uses that ult as a signal to just stand and wait, but now an ult of his own. Info there. Spirit Z1! A triple kill in this round. That double might just have given them another round. Sayonara again to try to clutch back, but the flash may not have been perfect, but it's definitely good enough. 4-2, DRG keep climbing back.
Hey, you know, if you blind the other guy more than you blind yourself, that's absolutely fine. But this was the moment from Spirit Z1. This is what he has kind of been doing throughout his time in China as well, just being that little bit more aggressive, being a disruptor. And sure, a lot of the time with Wayla, you can have that little get out jail free. He didn't have any get out. It was, I need to make a play ahead of the utility. And he does it perfectly. I like that he was highlighted on the desk as well, because I think it's easy to get lost in the brilliance of Vukashu. I think there's no doubt that this man can have impact. And the fact is, on the other side, I think that walkout that we've seen in the last couple of rounds. This time, though, a much more direct hit, and Sayonara has already taken out Spirit Z1. He's the guy who can kind of get past a lot of this utility early. The rest have to be a little bit more careful walking through. Sayonara well aware of the cross, but his Chronicle and this deadly duo has started strong, and they can't quite trade out. Again, two players incredibly low, but not a single kill coming through.
Yeah, 7 HP between them, but all 5 still standing for Vitality. It makes this evidently an impossible task. Vukashu not going to even come close. It's Chronicle with a 4K, and perhaps a lesson of pushing his site. A flawless round for Vitality. And this man standing strong has put them right back on the map, an end to the 3-round streak out of the attackers.
Yeah, I think you can definitely see that shot's so important because you got the flash behind it. Again, if that
they'd be dead.
Isn't landed, yeah, you get Spirit Z1 with at least an opener, and then the others can come in a little bit more easily, but...
And the opener would have probably been onto Kron, so you lose all that utility. It could have been a big, but you also lose Kron. That's probably the bigger deal out of that. And now DRG need a reset, get back to winning. It's going to give them a little bit of a leg up when it comes to that defensive side. Life especially, doing things like this. Durka doesn't have as much of a get out of jail free card. Oh, he's a second late.
Gotta thank your lucky stars. But Durka has been playing that rotational operator, constantly re-aggressing. They've spotted out Life as well. He can't get back to his TP. In fact, he can't get back at all.
More of a fight now for A main. That was the adjustment DRG needed, but Durka, the man who pushed up B against Nico, got shut down. Well, now he's made the push at the right time, the right place. Vukashu right around the corner, but not for long. And now the flank is wide open. DRG have almost no choice but to go.
It either needs to be a fast hit towards A or back to B very quickly, but with a flank, a problem. That's well done though by Flexin. He's had a rough start, but well, you kill one controller and the second is still standing. A pop flash out might help a little bit, but no, never mind. Yumpy and Durka clean up the two Finns to give them a minimum of a lead at the half. And that initial climb back from 4-0 down, well, that extension has been built back up.
I don't think we got one out of DRG, but I was waiting for a pause. This is somewhere that we just got up. They just called a pause. All right, it makes sense because again, they made the right read here. Every time that they go towards the site, there's more players than there should be. This time,
come on, David.
Not only was it true that there were more players ahead of them than there should be, there were certainly more players behind them than there should be. And a timeout is needed here because the game plan from Vitality is working too often.
Well, this is both pauses, right? The first one after 4-0 down, second already. They're clearly feeling like they need to try and build up some of those rounds on the attack side. We said that the switch should help them out at least a little bit.
I think so.
On the defense, but you look back to their old composition and it could be a little bit hit and miss. Obviously, the last time they played versus that XLG comp, they got obliterated.
The pit stays up as players' HP plummets, and soon the pit will fall too. That's Sayonara's plan, to fight them through it, fight them around it. And Nick's all alone, a sliver of help. And with a 3K from Sayonara, the lead 8-4 at the halftime. This has been a great debut for that man.
Oh no, he's playing fantastically well. One thing you always talk about with youngsters, especially someone just 18 years of age, you go like, okay, when they get to the bigger crowd, when they get to the Masters stage, are they going to crumble under that pressure? And it hasn't been the case here.
Oh, we'll find out if they can keep this going after the break. Triple! What? He's hunting down that title!
The time to write the next chapter in the esports history books is finally here.
And they fold it in his hands yet again! He steps up to the plate, and he can knock this one out of the park! Now they shall be engraved alongside the greats! C1 flash there to support him, but he's already bailed out. Happy with the man advantage, and of course he should be. They'll look to refight towards C as well. The door open as they swing through. Durka stands there waiting. Flexen was reloading, he couldn't help out, and now he'll be dropped as well. Such a good start for DRG, but they forced the issue, and now Vitality are miles ahead.
God, it looked like that trap was going to put them in prime position.
Spike planted.
But now they only have one lifeline left. Man, to try and fight in an awkward spot as well. The second he plays through the smoke, you have to feel like Prophet will turn, and he didn't even land the first shots anyway. It goes the way of Chronicle, the pistol goes the way of Vitality, and this map now starting to look a little bit out of their hands.
It definitely does, Tom. You had those two pauses. The first one with a nice resurgence from DRG. They got close within punching distance, 4-3. And since then, it's been Vitality running away with it. Some tight rounds, but
we didn't need this.
The shots just aren't landing on the other side.
Hey, Bilal, don't, brother. Nice shots.
I think we might have muted the wrong bit there.
The mute was a little late there, but that's okay. 9-4.
Good emphasis.
That pistol round really hammers home this lead for Vitality. DRG decide not to go for the force bite. The right call, most likely, but it does mean double digits coming into play for that attacking side if there's not some big mistakes. But the thing that DRG do that I like is, yeah, it's a pistol. It's not one where we have a great chance, but they group up and set a trap. But when nothing comes their way, they decide to go fighting. And that's where I think Vitality are going to immediately give that space up, go towards A where they've seen no contest.
Yeah, once that flash comes through, I think they know that, okay, the trap has been spotted.
It's certainly not a good sign. Great start for Life there, dodging the flash from Kron, taking the pick on A, and with all that space still in their hands, now the C site remains well and truly reinforced.
Nice shot.
What a shot from Spirit Z1. And now there's 3 attackers about to run into 3 defenders.
Yeah, they've got the read, they've got the openings. Everything's looking good in this round. Early damage to Cashew. Second player actually dropped instead. The UMP in position and they've got them completely boxed in, but Vitality have that info. Prophet, though, wanted that 1v1, and he's lost it.
3v4, someone's got to take a risk, but Life does really well to shut that down. Plan's going to at least be secured for Vitality, but they are surrounded. All DRG need to do is push at the same call. And a great stun on backside already. Seems to lock it in. Yumpy the only one left to deal with. Low HP on Vukashu. It does get a little bit spooky. They want to push him together, but time is ticking. It could force a mistake, and Yumpy's timing around the back seemed so good. Dodging that peek as it comes in, running the clock ever lower, bringing it to a 1v1. Yumpy so close to the ace, and he'll get it, burying DRG deeper and deeper by the round.